Welcome to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. IAN is who I am. A freak show is what I can be. And if you're feeling so high in joy, give me a holla. What is up? Welcome back to another episode. Ever the Minestrone, whatever, El Ministro. He's gonna be joining me later. Man, he doing something right now. I don't know what he'd be doing, but and also a returning guest, Andre the Savage. He'll be joining me later on this episode. We're gonna be talking about Raw moving to Netflix, so that's gonna be crazy. Um, January 6th, Netflix going to Raw. So also gonna be talking about Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk, baby. That's also going to be my fantasy booking later. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna be doing that right now, to be honest, cause yeah, after the my fantasy booking for Seth Rollins and CM Punk, I'm gonna Ever's gonna be joining me, and then I got a little surprise for him. I found the video of me going against 7 feet tall guy. So we're gonna be watching that video, and yeah, so it's gonna be fun. What else? What else? Oh yeah, so fantasy booking, and then also with Andre, we're gonna be talking about Raw. So yeah, so sorry if I'm repeating myself a lot. I kind of hotboxed this episode without ever, so but it's all right. All right, let's go ahead with fantasy booking the Trinity. Let's go. All right, so this is what I got. Match one, the battle for respect. The setup: Seth Rollins mocks CM Punk's return, saying that he's past his prime, that he can't hang with the top stars anymore, and plus, you're only here because you burned your bridges. And Punk um, wants to prove him wrong, basically, and so they face each other in a singles match. So singles match happens: Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, the battle for respect. The highlight of the match is Punk starts strong using his wrestling skills to control Rollins, and Rollins fights back with his speed and high flying moves. The finish is going to be with Rollins cheats by using the ropes for leverage during a pin and stealing the win. The aftermath is going to be Punk is frustrated and demands a rematch. Rollins taunts him and saying Punk's time is over. And the results of all this is Rollins wins, but it's a controversy. Hope I said that word properly. Match two. The title is going to be No Holds Bar. And the setup is going to be the rivalry heats up after Rollins mocks Punk, and obviously that cheat win over Punk. So Punk challenged him to a no holds bar match where anything goes and there are no rules. But aren't no rules basically a rule itself? Anyways, the highlight of CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins in no holds bar match. Punk and Rollins used weapons like steel chairs, candlesticks, and obviously tables. Both men take brutal shots with Rollins landing in curb stomp onto each chair. So ouch for Seth Rollins, or sorry, ouch for CM Punk. The finish will be Punk hits a go to sleep on Rollins onto the steel steps after winning the match. I mean, winning the match. What that would have him win the match. So basically, a GTS. So knee to the face of Rollins, boom, and he like just lays on the steel steps, and then Punk covers him. 1, 2, 3. So that's what I mean by that. The aftermath is Punk wins, but both men are hurt, and Rollins still says the rivalry isn't over. The results: Punk wins after a go to sleep onto the steel steps. So, yeah. All right. Match three, the final trinity. It's the final battle. It's going to be a 60-minute Iron Man match. Oh, yeah. The rivalry reaches its peak in a 60-minute Iron Man match. The winner gets a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion. This is the final battle to decide who is the best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. 60-minute Iron Man match. Let's go. Here are the highlights. Rollins gets the first fall with a curb stop. I will have it the first fall be in the 15-minute mark. Uh, Punk ties it up with a go to sleep at the 23-minute mark. Rollins takes the lead with a pedigree, making it 2-1. I will have this happen around the 30-minute mark. The final stretch with just minutes left. Punk hits a go to sleep to tie it up, making it 2 at 2. I will have this happen at the 50-minute mark. Finish the sequel with only seconds left, or minutes, really. Rollins hits Punk with a GTS of his own, leaving both men drained. Rollins desperate to secure the win. 1-2 kick out from Punk. Rollins thinking on his next move. He climbs to the top rope for a frog splash. For a frog splash. The crowd holds its breath as Rollins leaps through the air, but Punk rolls out of the way at the last moment, leaving Rollins crashing into the mat. As Rollins struggles to get up, Punk quickly picks him up and hits a go to sleep one more time. Punk, Punk covers Rollins. 1, 2, 3. The bell rings, and as the timer reaches the final countdown, CM Punk wins the match 3-3. So it's 3-2, securing his future for the World Heavyweight Championship at the next premium live event. I will have all that happen around like the 58-minute mark. Uh, so no need to rush it. It'll be a nice slow pace, especially with the Seth Rollins hitting a GTS on CM Punk. I wouldn't have him cover it right away. I would have it be a suspend moment where like if DDP just hit a when DDP hit a diamond cutter on Goldberg, I would have it like not that long of a build up, but just pretty like wait 5 to 10 seconds to cover CM Punk, 1-2 kick out, and then go to the top rope and then go for the frog splash, move it out of the way. Then CM Punk picks him up. GTS 1, 2, 3. Try to like have that all happen within the 30-second mark. So basically just pay attention to the clock. You know, once that frog splash happens, boom, once it hits that 30-second mark, or even if it's like past the 30-second mark, then just speed up the pace. So yeah. The aftermath, I will have Punk win. Obviously, he earns a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins offers a handshake and Punk accepts. So there's a bit respect between them. And Punk walks away with the victory, obviously. So Punk wins the Iron Man match with 3 pinfalls and with Seth Rollins only getting 2. The final shot obviously is going to be CM Punk celebrate in the ring as the crowd cheers and ready for his title shot. Rollins walks out knowing his battle is over, but the journey is just about to begin. His journey is just about to begin. And as soon as he walks out, Gunther comes out and acknowledge CM Punk, and obviously he's out there with the World Heavyweight Champion. So that is going to be a dope match to see. To be honest, CM Punk versus Gunther. To be honest, would not mind seeing that happen at WrestleMania, but most likely it's going to happen at the Royal Rumble. And if it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen at the Royal Rumble. So there's a chance we may get CM Punk versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Champion. That's the match that should have happened uh, at WrestleMania 30. John Cena versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Champion. And then also we should have gotten CM Punk versus John Cena at WrestleMania 29. Um, we could say WrestleMania 28 as well if it wasn't for The Rock, but it is what it is at this point. So, but yeah, that was my trinity for Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Yeah, so like the first match card was the battle for respect. The second match card was no holds bar. And the third one, the final battle, is the 60-minute Iron Man match. So I did, yeah, so this was my trinity for CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, so this episode, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and chat with my co-host Ever, and then right after that, Andre the Savage will be returning us for another episode, and we're gonna be talking about Monday Night Raw going to Netflix. So, all right, let's go. All right, Ever. So I got some exciting news for you.
Okay.
For your Christmas present,
Oh,
I I was able to search the video that you wanted to see.
oh, okay.
That's Malcolm Cage and Johnny Boy, whoever his name was, against 7 feet tall. So we're about to watch it together. Uh, by the way, let me remind the listeners. Episode 195, me when I was wrestling 10 years ago, I did a job. I was a referee. I was a jobber basically, and I was a decent worker. Was it the best worker? No. Uh, at that time I was still getting in shape, and also, the gear that I was wearing kind of made a somewhat a challenge, right? But anyways, this night I was doing a job for some guy who is 7 feet tall, and that's where we're gonna go based on. That's his name, 7 feet tall. That's not his gimmick name back then. I'm just don't remember his name. So for the story, we're calling him 7 feet tall. And my tag team partner was his name was Johnny. And we're jobbing to this guy who's 7 feet tall. He was, I don't know if you guys know Matt Morgan, but this guy was basically like lean and tall,
Wow.
and he's basically he should have been a basketball player. Let's just put it that way. He's
Yeah.
built like a basketball player.
Mm.
Very tall white guy. I had to say that.
Yeah. Like tall white
uh
guy. You're like, okay.
because I mentioned basketball, so you know how where people are gonna be heading towards. So, anyways, 7 feet tall guy allowed us to call the match, but I had somewhat more experience, even though I was a jobber. I was like, Johnny, let me call it. And
Mhm.
Johnny already knows who I am. He knows like I'm good at calling matches anyways.
Yeah.
And so 7 feet tall, I was like, all right, cool. So how the match was supposed to be is he locks up with Johnny, and he was supposed to like rough him up a little bit. Then he was gonna tag me in, and I was gonna lock up with him, and then he was gonna do something, and then one of the spots was he was gonna work on me for a bit, and one of the spots was duck 2 clotheslines, catch me for a crossbody, right?
Yeah.
Carry me around so the fans could show me, and then do a fall away slam. Awesome. Then he was gonna do spots. I was gonna tag Johnny, do spots with Johnny. Johnny was gonna go run in the ring, do a little do
Mhm.
everything, right?
Yeah.
All right, so now I remember everything,
Okay.
and I'm about to show you, and I'll explain everything once you watch it. Because once you watch it, and I saw it myself, I was just like,
Oh
so
my
let's just
god.
say everything went as planned. Some parts went off script. I'll do commentary a little bit, so I
Yeah.
could tell you, so that way I don't have to tell you afterwards.
Okay, let's see.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That you?
no, I'm not. I'm outside right now. I'm walking around the fans right now. We're trash
Yeah, I see
talking the
that.
fans. So that guy right there is Johnny.
Oh wow.
Oh, he just won a blue belt, I believe, or a purple belt
Oh wow.
today. Or sorry,
Why you look like
uh
Kevin Owens?
brother, that's who I was trying. That's what my brother said too. And that's who I was going for.
You guys look like twins. You just it looked like you just like
We
came
were
out of
trying to
the
match. Yeah, that we were trying to match.
dude, you
He
look like
said
Kevin Owens about the tattoos, bro. Like for real.
that's funny. That's what my
You got
brother said the same thing.
you got the we got the Mexican
So
farmers
look what
on.
I'm doing. So I'm telling Johnny right now, turn around. Look at the fans. We're trash talking the fans because we want to act surprised that we're going against 7 feet tall guy, right?
Yeah.
So we're trash talking the crowd and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we're talking to the ref. And here he comes. seven
Oh,
feet
he does
tall
look
guy.
tall.
You saw the guy
He,
in the
oh
orange
my
that
God, he's
yeah.
almost the size of the ring.
Look at that. And then look at that. I'm looking at the ref. We're like, whoa, what's going on, ref? I didn't sign up for this. Yo, I'm telling the ref, we didn't sign up for this. I was like telling Johnny, did you know this? Did you know we're going against this guy?
Wow, and you're like shock faced.
Yeah,
Oh
shock
no.
man. Look at this.
This
Look at
guy's
this
taller
part.
than the ring. Jesus Christ. What is he doing in wrestling? He could have been, oh my God. And you got the ring. This guy looks
You
like,
saw that backflip, right?
yeah, he's like a
That
tough
what
guy.
we that Adam Page Logan Paul's finisher? What
Yeah.
would you call that? That
The
springboard
buckshot,
handspring?
buckshot lariat.
Yeah, that's basically what he did without the lariat.
Wow. And your guys on the outside, like, you guys look like jobbers. Like, no offense.
Well, I'm a referee, and yeah, because dude, I'm doing three jobs.
Wow.
I was ex Skeletor with the Max gimmick. I'm Malcolm Cage as the jobber, and then I was Ian Cage as the referee.
So, does anybody ever notice you, like, hey, aren't you the ref?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
people knew who we were. Yeah, who I was basically. So I'm hesitating to get in the ring. So
Your guy's like,
Johnny's starting the match right now.
yeah. And then,
You can
this
see his
guy's,
head. Look, this
he,
is where okay, so this is where it happens. Look, lock up pushes him off.
ooh.
And then he calls me in. And I was
Ah.
like, okay. I was like, I thought you guys were gonna have a moment, but I guess not. So I go ahead and lock up with him.
I can't pass the fact that you look like Kevin Owens. Like for real. Like
So
guys, if you see,
he tosses me, and I
oh
try
no,
go out of the ring because I'm confused a little bit. I'm like, why am I in the ring?
yeah, because that was not what you called,
Yeah.
right? Like, why you doing? Why you? What is it called? Oh, you. What is it called when you like shoot? Right? It's like shooting right now,
No,
right?
it wasn't a shoot.
No.
I wouldn't say it that way. We still did our spots. I just was confused.
Like why?
Like,
Hey, this. Oh, drop kick. You go flying, dude. Damn, you took a hit. And he's in the corner. Let's see here. Oh, he's like taunting. You gotta tell me what spots are. Well, obviously, nobody
oh
can
no, just
watch this.
enjoy it. Just watch it.
Here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, look what
Oh,
he's about to
dude.
do next.
Oh no. Oh, oi! Whoa!
Standing vertical suplex.
How much feet were you in the air? Like nine
Did you
feet
saw
tall?
my feet? Hold on, I'm
Yeah,
pausing it. You saw me. I'm up there, bro.
yeah.
I'm up there.
You're straight up, like
I'm
just straight.
straight up
Like, oh no, he's
for
taking a
like
7 foot.
3 seconds
You were like
before
nine
he
feet tall
drops
that
me.
time. You were like 9 feet tall at that point, right? 10 feet tall. You were like,
Bro, man, you have no idea. Look at that.
look at that. You're like full, almost hitting the roof of the house. How much is that? He's 7 foot tall.
He's
Plus,
7 foot tall.
you're like 12 feet. Your foot is like 12 feet in the air. You're 12 feet in the air, technically. Something like that.
Man, that is
It was
gorgeous.
straight up
Straight. Perfect.
suplex.
And I remember he said great job on the suplex. Everybody enjoyed my suplex.
And see when you land. Let me see.
And look at my landing. Look at my face expression.
Ooh, there you go. You sold it. That's good. It's
So there's
pinning.
some so there's some lady in front, right? She's
Yeah.
shouting. Did you see how Johnny ran away?
Yeah.
I gotta, bro, you gotta hear the audio.
Oh man.
So there's some lady in front of the camera, right? And
Yeah.
she's shouting.
Who's
Uh,
recording right now? Like your family member?
yeah, family.
Okay, so like, he's gonna die in a ring? I'm just
Look at
kidding.
this
Just over.
part.
Oh no, was
This
this
is the
scripted?
this is the spot. This is the right here.
Oh, he
He
okay.
did so he did call the spot.
Oh, but he didn't like hold it long enough, and you flew. Wow, I feel like you hit the turnbuckle.
Yeah, so we still did everything in plan. He still called the spot. It was
Yeah.
just like, look, here's the where Johnny runs up to him and hits him in the back. Boom. So it turned out it was a headbutt, not
Oh,
a
that's a
punch,
but.
but still.
And this guy's oh, he does a straight
Look
punch.
at you see me selling.
Oh, snap
Suplex.
suplex. Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah,
guess you
so
taught to do suplexes,
so
bro.
the lady, I know he gives him a snap suplex, but me gives me a standing
Oh,
suplex,
oh,
sidewalk
oh,
slam.
sidewalk
So the
slam.
lady kept shouting when I took that suplex. The lady kept shouting, "Take somebody, take a photo of his face, please."
Oh, are you lady? What year was this? Was it
12.
cell phones is expensive as hell or what? Was it 2012? Oh,
Yeah, what cell phone? Yeah, this was 2012 or 11, no?
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. So right now he's getting beat, big
Johnny right
guy,
now.
and then he's Irish whipping him.
Duck
Oh,
one.
he blocks that. But oh, okay. So, yes, power slam.
Yeah, power
Oh,
slam.
is it over right here?
Here
I'm
I come
surprised
in.
though.
I
You guys
come
were
in. Look, I come in and help out.
yeah.
Boom. So the reason why I get in the
Like
ring,
those punches look
'cause-
clean, dude. Those punches
so
look really clean.
I get in the ring to ask him, are we going into the finish? And he says, yeah, right here.
Oh,
And then drop kick. Boom.
oh, was that planned? Well, so,
Yes, yes.
oh,
So the
okay, so
drop kick was supposed to let me know that was the finish, right? This is
yeah.
where we got screwed up. He took him
Oh
all the
no,
way to the other side of the corner.
bro. Then you're like, dude, we gotta get in the middle. Oh no,
Yeah.
what is? Oh, let's see.
And
This is the choke slam thing you said.
right, look, look at my
Oh,
timing.
now you're kind of like,
Yeah. And then look, and then he backs away from me. You see how he backs away?
oh, he turned way too fast.
Yeah, he turned around and then he backed
Oh,
away from me. Where I was like, "Why are you
oh,
backing up from me?"
yeah.
And
You're
look,
supposed
here
to.
comes the choke slam.
Uh-oh.
Look,
Oh, damn! You took the brunt of that in the
let's
neck.
go back. Hold on, let's go
Let's
back.
see
But you
this.
see,
So he should have not turned that quickly.
he
He
turned
should
too
have.
quickly and he backed away.
Yeah,
You
like
saw
bro.
it. Yeah,
But your
because you
guy
see it.
didn't. Your guy
Yeah.
took a rock. Let me see. Wait. Let's see this. Oh, I didn't see the choke. Oh, your whoever
Yeah, the
took the
camera was
video.
off. Yeah.
Ah, who took this video? Come on, man. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, right there.
Oh no, it's from a phone, a
I know, but no,
tablet.
he should
Yeah.
have like not gone back. He should have just like stayed there and be like.
Right.
But
He
then
was walking back, and then here comes the
let me
choke
see
slam.
it. He's like, let's see this. Oh, he holds you up. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you landed good. I saw the
Yeah.
shoulder. Now that I see it second time, the shoulder blades look okay.
Yeah, the first
And
time you're
he's
like,
like,
damn, here comes the famous moonsault.
oh god. Oh wow. One, two, three. There you go. Wow.
Yep.
So luckily you guys weren't injured. Some parts I'm like, holy moly, how are you not injured, bro?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Uh-oh, he picks you up. Like,
It tosses me.
oh my god.
What did I do?
So that wasn't scripted.
No, he tossed me.
That was like oh my god. Let's see. Let's finish this.
Yeah,
Let's keep
that was
going.
basically it, just cheering.
Oh wow.
That bro, you have to hear the audio. I'm
That's
telling you.
hilarious.
You have to hear it's hilarious. You have to hear the audio. Um, yeah, man, it was a great time.
11 years ago, so it was like 2013. But you uploaded it.
No, it was no, that's when I
Uploaded it.
uploaded it because I found
Wow.
it.
It's crazy how you can see your old match. You gotta see the other. We gotta find more, bro. We gotta get the
So
archives of Ian. Just be like
Kevin
Malcolm
Owens.
Cage. Like
Well,
that was
yeah,
Chicago style,
I do
right?
have footage, but it's not the best quality because you know it
Ah,
was
but
recorded from phones or the
from
iPad.
from 2011.
Yeah, and it's from 2011, you know. So
Yeah.
uh but yeah, no, I do appreciate it's funny the matches I have are the matches that people let me called.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's one match that people like let me call the ending. Usually the ending people let me call. Um but yeah, like no, but that match he let me call everything except for Johnny's part. Johnny went over his part, but like the fact that Johnny and 7 feet tall guy was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was throwing it was just like, all right, let me throw out some ideas. And he kept like, man, shit, you got some
Do
great
what you gotta do,
ideas.
bro.
Keep going. He's like, keep going, keep going. He's like, I like everything so far. And then he liked my ending. So after watching that, everything came back a
Yeah.
little bit. And then obviously I sent the video to my brothers, a couple of my friends. They were telling me stories, what I told them, and they helped me remember some stuff. And they said that they thought that spot where he came up to me and grabbed me, they thought that was part of the spot. And I said, no, he backed away too far. I was like,
Should
why are you
have
still
back.
walking away? Yeah, like,
I was
and
like,
then like it was bad enough the spot. Obviously, you couldn't really see it, but you saw it was he looked like he had him for a rock bottom, and that
well,
threw me
yeah,
off.
because I saw him for rock bottom, but then the camera panned to you, and then I
Yeah,
just saw the landing. I didn't see like the actual like, but I saw him like pick him up. Like, why not choke him? Like you were grabbing him like a uranagi
right,
or a rock bottom. It was a
exactly.
strange. Yeah, it was like weird.
So when I told you I went in the ring and I broke the count, I went in there to say, "Are we going into the finish?" And then he said, "Yeah," and then he whacked me, and then that's what he did the drop kick, and then I got
Um,
confused. He pushed him to the other side of the ring corner.
I'm like,
Why
bro,
are you going all the way over there?
yeah,
And then he's like going up. You saw that, right?
yeah.
And then he had what you said. It looked like for a rock bottom. I'm like, I thought you were doing a choke slam. Are we not going into the
Your
spot?
guy's sandbag, dude. Your guy's
And then
sandbag.
and then he comes. Finally, he gets closer,
And he
and
turns
then
around like
yeah,
quick.
and
I'm
then
like,
he
dude,
stand, and then
you're like
yeah,
taunt a little bit. Go like he should have taunted and then turn around. You're like, give him like 10 seconds. Like, oh, turn around, like boom. But no, he's like, nope. I turned quick. I'm like,
exactly,
dude. Oh
exactly.
man.
And also, you would think I thought a choke slam. I thought it was gonna be like you know how the
Yeah,
Undertaker or Kane does it.
yeah,
You know how they've had the arm back and they're
yeah. He
going
just
for the
kind of went
signature.
for it. He just grabbed
Yeah,
you.
that's where I'm thinking. And then that's where I'm at. So I will say the one thing I don't recall, I don't think we ever went over our matches.
Mm,
I feel
okay.
like we did because I'm like, hey, can you even carry us, pick us up? Because remember, it was our first match, and I think we did. But I think we never went over the choke slam. I think I just assumed that because
Yeah.
the spot was he's gonna do the drop kick, do the choke slam, and I said when you grab him for the on the neck, walk around so people could show his face expression. That gives me enough time to get up there. When you pick him up, since you don't, he's going up and down. Boom, you turn around. I'm standing right there. I jump. Boom, you catch me in the neck, hopefully or whatever, and then you turn me so that way when you pick me up and you slam me, boom, I'm laying next to him,
Mm.
and then you turn around and do the moonsault. So in the way we did do it, but we didn't do it exactly how it was planned. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was kind of a. I saw
Right.
that. I'm like, oh,
Because he choke slammed Johnny and then he backed up and then you could see Johnny rolling away.
like, bro, what the hell,
Yeah, because he was like Johnny, even
bro?
Johnny was like, why? Yeah, because he backed away. He moved. Like, why would you move you moved out of the frame basically? And that's why he needed to. And I'm like, all right, well, you have to come and get me because I can't jump that high. That's why we said right here, this spot, this corner. But for some reason, I don't know, you thought I could jump.
Yeah, I'm not Rey Mysterio, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not Rey Mysterio.
And apparently I look like Kevin Owens. So
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, this
so
guy's Kevin Owens right
so
here.
yeah, so and then that's why he tossed me, which it's a good thing. I wanted that. I wanted that spot because it's like that's what you need to do. And then he went for the choke slam. But you saw the first time. The first
Yeah.
time you saw, you were like, damn, bro.
He like, bam.
And then when you saw it the second time, you're like, ah, okay, I see how you landed.
He
You
landed
know,
good. You landed
you
on your
landed,
shoulder blades.
yeah, you landed on your
You
shoulder
didn't land on
blades.
your head. You didn't land on like on your spine. You landed right
Yeah,
where you needed to be.
yeah. And then
Wow.
Johnny landed all in his back.
You're like, bro, what the hell was
Yeah.
that?
And also the timing of the choke slam was a little off. He tried to deathlift me, and I was like, you don't need to do that. You picked. I was like, we just did a standing suplex. You honestly think I need help for a choke slam? Think about that, bro.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, but it was fun. It was a fun match. You got to listen with the audio, bro.
Yeah.
But um, Ever, it's time for another this or that. Let's go. What do you got?
Now for this one, which match would you pick for Kevin Owens to win his first WWE title match?
Ooh, damn. All right.
Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton,
Damn.
or Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn?
Damn. To win his first WWE title match,
Yes.
Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. Damn, bro, that's a tough one. Which one
Yeah.
are you picking? Ah, shit.
Uh, what for real? Want me to go?
Yeah, go.
I'm doing Sami Zayn. That's more personal. They have history together. They were friends, turned enemies.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
So is Sami Zayn champion? Or is it like a vacate thing? Or is it like a fatal four way and
it's
then Sami
vacated.
Zayn?
It's
Ooh,
vacated.
damn. And you still have Sami, so you have Kevin Owens going over Sami Zayn?
Yes.
That's a tough one. You know what? If you're gonna go with Sami Zayn, I would go with Sami Zayn, but I would have Sami Zayn be champion.
Okay.
But I'm trying to I'm not saying, let's just say, let's go back at WrestleMania 39. So 2 years ago or last year, right? Last year.
Last year.
Well, there's a chance by the time people listen to this, it may be 2 years now. So, um, let's just say around that time, Sami Zayn won. Let's say an Elimination Chamber match. Let's just say Sami Zayn won the title there, right?
Right.
I would say by like Money in the Bank or Night of Champion, that's when Kevin Owens screws Sami Zayn, and then at SummerSlam we get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the WWE title, and that's where he gets the title back or his first title win. Or
Mm.
if we could get something how he had with Cody Rhodes and at Bash in Berlin, Kevin
Oh.
Owens and Cody Rhodes, where they were both babyface, and you know how Kevin Owens, he didn't cheat, he hesitated to turn heel on Cody, something like that, but he actually turns heel. Or
Okay.
it could have just or it could have, or you know what, whatever happened with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, replace it with Sami Zayn. But in a Saturday night main event, Kevin Owens actually takes the title away from him.
Mm.
So, but then if we're yeah, so I would, and then for Randy Orton, I know I'm sorry because I got to give the story to see which one, because that's how you do it, right? You got to give the story. You can't just be like how you're gonna pick one. Randy Orton is just simple of like, um, I think for it'd be cool if Randy Orton turned heel and took the title away from Cody Rhodes. And then Kevin Owens is the baby face and takes the title away from him.
Okay. Oh wow.
Uh, but I would rather go with the Sami Zayn one
Yeah. Right.
because that
Seems
one
more
is
personal. It seems
yeah,
more. It's their friends. They were
and that's how he
friends.
became the NXT championship.
Champion. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Sami Zayn, so it makes sense to do the same thing when he won the title. Um, so yeah, so it'd be pretty cool that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I'm gonna go with this Randy Orton or Sami Zayn, the story is right there,
Yeah. It is.
you know. So, all right, cool. Uh, let's go ahead and do the final this or that, and this one's simple. Who's going over the best in the world, CM Punk, or the visionary Seth freaking Rollins?
Ooh. I'm going Rollins.
Rollins.
Yeah.
I'm going with CM Punk. All right, well, it seems like Andre's ready to join us, so let's bring him in. What up, Andre the Savage? Welcome back, bro. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year's. What is up?
How's it going, man? It's long week, my first week at my new job, and
Ooh,
a lot of good things happening. Got all the Christmas shopping done, got all the Christmas gifts wrapped up. I mean, there's still a few on the way, the ones that I had to order online. Um, but overall, ending the year on the good note, starting the next year on the great note.
for sure, for sure. Obviously, this is a pre-tape of a pre-tape, so by the time this episode drops, it's already what? The 29th or what is it? The 30th?
Next week should be the 30th, I believe.
Yeah, so yeah.
20th, yeah. Yep.
So hey, but 2024 it's been a ups and down for me, you know. I went to WrestleMania, I went to TNA Hard to Kill. Uh there was a lot of downs as well, but a lot of ups. So, but hopefully 2025 is a lot of ups. Some of y'all need a reality check. You know who you are. So, but hopefully the people that suffer in 2024, it's their year next year. But that's usually the case. You have one bad year and then next year you have a pretty good year and all that, but you
Mhm.
don't really notice that until once you look back in your life and all that.
Right.
So, uh, but we gotta talk about WWE Monday Night Raw, the Netflix special. What or no? What? How is it the right way to say? It's the WWE Raw debut on Netflix, January 6th. Um, they're are they gonna be in California, right?
Listen, I mean, they keep advertising, but I don't think they really specify where. Unless you're the one who purchased the ticket, I don't really see that specified what arena, what stadium, what city.
Eaglewood,
Inglewood,
California. Yeah.
Inglewood. So over there where the Rams play, the Rams new stadium.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't even pronounce that arena. The dome. It starts with the I. It says it looks like a baseball stadium, not a baseball basketball arena. Yeah, it's an arena. Okay, I thought it was a stadium. I don't know why I thought that. So this is gonna be the first start of John Cena's farewell tour. Apparently, there's rumors that he's gonna be facing Logan Paul. Um,
Yeah,
any thoughts? Any
absolutely
thoughts?
wrong.
Any thoughts on that?
What a swear, huh? He goes on his podcast and claims that he's retiring, only to
Yeah,
show up on the conference for Netflix and oh yeah, I'm actually returning to wrestling.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's funny.
I don't, I
It was
don't, I
funny
don't.
because
I was gonna say, do you think the reason why he said that because it was because of The Rock?
could be, but also maybe he was taking into consideration about the injury that I said, you know, he's not used to that situation,
Mm,
and in the case of wrestlers, it's like what can I do if this injury is career ending?
right.
Um, and a lot of wrestlers they just don't care. They'll do whatever they have to do to keep wrestling because that's all they
That's
know.
and that's
And
their passion.
but in his case, he has the money to do it if he wanted to.
Right.
Other wrestlers, our wrestlers are not as blessed to go through all the medical expenses, and then you don't know what is going to happen afterwards. You don't know if the company ends up releasing you, or if you end up becoming that person that peaked, and then all now you're stuck with indie shows and making only a few bucks versus big time pay.
Right. And then everything is out of your pocket too. So, and then you're basically after expenses and out of your own pocket, you're probably making like a $200, $300 profit after that. And that's barely to cover your rent.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, no, it's crazy. Honestly, John Cena versus Logan Paul, I would rather see that on Netflix instead of WrestleMania. So the quicker to get it over with. I personally don't want to see the match at all. It's just it's here's the thing. This is my issue with Logan Paul. It's you know, um, what outside characters they go into like a sitcom show and they kind of like twist it a little bit, where it's like if Logan Paul would have showed up to like Nickelodeon, they wouldn't fully say Logan Paul. They would have like changed his name a little bit. They would have probably called him Logan Pauly or something, and then they wouldn't call it Prime. They would have called it Rhyme or something like that. Even like in The Simpsons, right? I'm cool with that. Where it's like they don't like if Logan Paul came into the WWE and he was a different character, and he treated it like this is an acting role and not bringing being Logan Paul the podcast guy and bringing the being the sponsor for Prime. That's where I have an issue with, you know. And matter of time is just other people who are going to start doing the same thing, and WWE is just not going to be the same. But yeah, I just wish Logan Paul could just actually take it serious and be a character. Um, he could still be Logan Paul, but be a gimmick. He's just wherever he is on that podcast, he brings it to WWE, which I get. I don't know why he needs to do that. So, but if that match does happen, what do you think the outcome would be for John Cena and Logan Paul?
I'm only speaking from this perspective. I think John Cena is going to win, and I think John Cena needs to end his final run with a majority win loss. You need to have Super Cena pretty much for his
Right.
last run. We don't want to have a Jinder Mahal record for the last run,
Mm.
or
What do
just
you mean by
tainted
that?
victims. Mostly losses over wins.
Oh, okay.
When you look at Jinder Mahal's entire career, he has a lot more, way more losses than wins. So that shouldn't be John Cena's final run. It shouldn't, even though he should be the guy that's putting people over. If he's talking about going full time for his final year, then it shouldn't be the 16-time champion should not be losing consistently, especially
Right.
when he still has a monstrous physique. Even though he slimmed down quite a bit, he still has a main event look.
Yeah.
So even at his age,
And when the Super Cena, it's like, what's it called? If he becomes Super Cena, then his matches could be like 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to do that 20 minutes match anymore.
and he's not the kind of guy that usually gets carried in the match. He carries himself also. It's just
Right.
you know it just got stale after a while. Now it's time to enjoy it because it's going to bring that nostalgia back to the
Mm.
gimmick.
I feel like Cena's gonna have an issue working with Logan Paul because Cena likes calling his matches in the ring, and Logan Paul is scripted to, beginning to end. So that's kind of why I don't want to see it. But again, if it's gonna happen, I would rather have it on Raw. Uh, Now Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the women's Raw match. Or what I said, Raw match, women's world title. Uh, Man, Liv Morgan's gonna retain, right? Because it's like if Rhea wins, then you gotta have another match, right? And and then what? They're just gonna go back and forth with the title, like what they did with Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Is this gonna be their version of John Cena and Randy Orton, just playing hot potato with the title?
I mean, if they did, they would have done that already. Kind of hard to do that now. Also, then if you finish the rivalry now, what do you have for them for WrestleMania?
That's what. But
So
why
I think
start
this
it? Why
match.
start it
I don't think
now?
I don't think this. I think that Liv's gonna retain, but I think she's gonna retain via distract involvement. But it's not going to be right by Raquel. I think it's going to be either by Dirty Dom or
Hmm.
Nia
Wait,
Jackson Tiffany.
it says right here this is a Trinity match. So what does that mean? It says right here.
Fantastic.
It says it was announced that the Trinity match would take place. Oh, okay. Because this is the second one, right?
I get
It, is
yes.
it? Is this the
Trinity means
second
three.
one?
Trinity means three. Her second match was in SummerSlam.
So this is their third one then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're just trying to do it like what they did with Punk then. So this is the final match then. Okay, never mind. Everything I
Well,
said about that.
it's either gonna end in no contest or it's gonna end with Liv winning because of involvement. Which I think it's if it's not gonna be Dirty Dom, it's gonna be Nia Jax trying to get Tiffany to cash in the briefcase.
Right. That's what I was thinking. A cash in could happen that night. So there could be there's a chance that Rhea Ripley may win the women's world championship and then Tiffany comes in and cashes it in.
I think it's gonna get to a point where Rhea Ripley's if she doesn't take the belt off Liv at Elimination Chamber, she's gonna end up going after Nia Jax.
Mm. Is that winning the Royal Rumble? So like let's just say Liv Morgan wins.
Maybe the Rumble winner goes after the the World Championship. Maybe the Rumble winner goes after the World Title, and that forces Rhea to go after the WWE title.
So okay, so basically okay, yeah, I could see that. Rhea Ripley going for
Because
Nia.
what could also happen is that you could probably end up having the Elimination Chamber for the women's World Title spot be
Right.
between SmackDown and Raw, and
Mm.
one member being from NXT, just so that it spices up the opportunity of what might happen in Mania.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you know what's going to end up happening. Tiffany is going to end up cashing in on somebody in the night after WrestleMania. That would be the best thing for her to do for her career, unless she holds it until Money in the Bank and cashes it in on the champion.
Hmm. See, I would
She has a year.
what I like the idea of Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Because then Nia Jax would get a win over Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And then that would be a second Trinity right there.
And they never really had a rivalry. They only had Raw matches or Live House matches. They never really had
Yeah.
straight one-on-one powerhouse match
And the one that they had
with
at the
the story
Elimination
behind it.
Chamber was really good.
I was at the Raw in that first Raw in Chicago in 2021 when not that was not the first Raw, but that first Chicago show in 2020 after the pandemic ended and they started letting us to go in attendance, right?
Right.
So that night it was Rhea versus Nia, and that's the one where Nia's face was busted by Rhea's headbutt.
Okay. That's when Rhea Ripley was Raw champion, right?
That was when Nikki ASH was the champion.
Okay.
Because the dark match of that night was Nikki ASH versus Charlotte in a street fight.
Oh wow. Chicago Street Fight.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Going back when you said Tiffany cashing in after WrestleMania, who would be the best person for her to cash it in on?
Nia Jax.
Damn. Would you say have Rhea Ripley win the Royal Rumble, face Nia Jax, lose to
I,
Nia?
I wouldn't have Rhea. I wouldn't have Rhea win the
Oh,
Rumble
then who?
because then that's not that's how you get to take the world title opportunity away from Rhea. You got to have
Mm,
someone else on Raw when the somebody else on Raw, and maybe somebody who comes back.
mm.
That could even be a Jade Cargill moment.
Oh, I could see that. Jay Cargill versus Liv Morgan. I could see that work. And then that you could actually have what's it called? Jake not Jade. Bianca Belair turn heel because she gets jealous of that.
That or even Naomi, because like I said,
Oh yeah.
it's really
With
logical
Bailey.
to put it's really logical to put it on Charlotte, but Charlotte hasn't really been seen anywhere backstage.
Mm.
And the way you can how do it where it could even be Bianca and Naomi because
Right.
of Jade being in the spotlight the whole time. And
Naomi, I can
who
see.
who who just benefited right now from Jade being absent? Naomi. Naomi is now a champion again. They just
Mm,
crowned her as interim champion. So when Jade comes back, they're not gonna just take the title off of Bianca
right.
or I'm sorry, Naomi. They're gonna keep it on Naomi.
So wait, so Nia Jax is not champion right now?
Huh?
You just wait, who's not champion?
Jade.
Jade.
Jade Cargill's not a tag team champion anymore.
Oh, yeah. So who's tag? Oh, so Naomi has the other tag team title?
Naomi is the other champion.
Oh, there's two tag team champions?
They never dropped the belt. They were supposed to strip them of the title because one of them was out of action, but they didn't
I
do that.
damn, I totally forgot they were champions.
They did the Freebird rule.
Oh, snap. That's crazy. I didn't even knew that part. I thought you know what? I thought somebody in NXT were the tag team champions. That's crazy. And I also heard the rumors about them dropping the titles. So, that's crazy. I can't believe I didn't even knew that part. So, all right. So who'd you say you named
I
like
I said
who?
Naomi because I think
Naomi?
Naomi
Okay.
benefits the most out of it because all
Hmm.
that time
To
that she's
face
trying to
who?
get Bailey back, she's playing third fiddle to everybody,
Right.
to the three of them. She's the she looks like the weak link, even though she's the one that's been challenging for the world title on SmackDown. She looks incompetent because she's the only one that wasn't champion out of the group all that
Right.
time. And um, but like I said, it could even be both of them. It could have been the whole time that it was Bianca and Naomi because they were tired of being in Jade's shadow.
Mm,
Anytime that the three of them were pairing together, the three of them carry the match, and all you had to do was just have Jade do that pinfall spot. That's all you
right.
needed her for.
Okay. Damn. See, because I didn't even think
Bring
about
back,
Charlotte. I didn't even
bring
think
back
about
Team
Charlotte.
Bad, bring back Team
Ooh,
Bad, except it's
bad.
now Naomi and Bianca.
Ooh, I like that. And then Bailey could join forces with damage control again. But I didn't really think about Charlotte. So you could actually have Charlotte come back, and then there is a possibility that she could win it and then go on and face Nia Jax at WrestleMania. Because they have a rivalry as well, and I believe they never faced each other at WrestleMania. I think they were part of a Fatal Four Way at WrestleMania 33. So that I feel like that would be pretty cool to see as well. And if that does happen, I feel like that would be the night for Tiffany to cash in on Nia Jax. Only because it's Charlotte. Anybody else, I agree with you. It should be the night after WrestleMania. Because at least that takes away the moment from, like beating the queen. It's like, damn, man, I finally beat the queen at WrestleMania,
And
and then you take my spotlight like that,
you
taking the
know she's gonna be the
title.
one she's gonna be the one that gets the biggest pop out of all the women that come back. Right now,
Right?
she's on rank to get the biggest pop reaction for her Rumble entry
Yeah. For, and
from a
that.
WWE's perspective, not a crossover or anything. She out of all the WWE divas, unless it's Trish Stratus shows up, she's gonna get the biggest pop.
What about Becky? I think Becky will get a big pop, but I feel like if Becky does make a return, it should be before Charlotte.
That might be the person that could win that could go after Liv. Becky.
Oh man, I don't want to see that. Ooh, unless we get Seth
But
Rollins and
remember, she's
Becky.
Liv is the one that sent Becky into retirement.
Right.
So she
Damn.
gets the biggest redemption out of all of them.
So, because then think about it. And then what if this WrestleMania Night 1 is a tag team match? Seth Rollins, Becky versus Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. And then WrestleMania Night 2 is the Raw Women's, why I keep saying Raw Women's title? The Women's World title. Liv Morgan versus Becky.
I mean, if it wasn't for Seth's infatuation with CM Punk, then that would work. But right now,
Yeah.
he's on the Punk his PD PDS, Punk Derangement Syndrome.
Well, let's talk about the true main event: CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Um, finally, I felt like Survivor Series should have been the place for this match to happen. Personally, I feel like if this was 10 years ago, this would have been like a unsanctioned match, a steel cage match or something. Uh, I feel like, and that this is what bothers me. These two guys, well, CM Punk doesn't care for Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins has a problem with CM Punk and he wants to fight him. Why are they going to have a wrestling match? That's my issue with this, because that's what's gonna happen, right? It's not, and if it's gonna start off as a fight, then why can't we have a straight fight match? Why can't it be a steel cage match? Just make it a no disqualification match.
Because
Why?
then you can't have it end in no contest, which is going to likely be the outcome also, or a count out or a disqualification.
You really think that for the
One of
first
the
trinity of CM
Seth is
Punk
going to
and Seth
snap.
Rollins?
Seth is going to snap because he can't pin Punk.
Mm.
Punk is going to almost beat him, and it's going to get to a point where either he gets a chair involved or Drew McIntyre's going to slide the chair in for him to use.
Oh yeah, Drew McIntyre can help Seth Rollins win instead of just doing a DQ.
We're gonna likely see the three of them team up, them two with KO,
Yeah.
form their own stable. They're pretty much gonna do what Dolph Braun and Drew did back in 2018 when they had that little momentary alliance against the Shield.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was, yeah. Wasn't Bobby Lashley involved too? Baron Corbin.
Kind of, but then Bobby Lashley went on to his own thing with what's his name, and
Yeah.
then Baron Corbin continued to be the horrible GM thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I could see that. That works. So CM Punk, um, Seth Rollins. So obviously, the they're probably gonna be added to the Royal Rumble match. Do you think either of these two are gonna, what's it called? Oh, no, that's not. Are they gonna? What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to find a way. Do you think they're both going to be in the Royal Rumble match, or do you think one of them is going to be in the title picture?
Considering that both, unless Goldberg is going to be for sure at the Rumble, that could be a situation. It could be like the Austin Triple H thing, or one of them's in the Rumble, one of them's fighting for the world title, and
Right.
the other, and then you have that whole situation again with Austin and Triple H interferences in each other's matches.
Mm.
That's the best way for them to mix it up to keep that rivalry going. But you got to keep the focus on them here and there with Drew McIntyre every now and then, but keep the focus mostly on them. Like let
Right.
it make it look, let it build up like that so it looks like it's gonna implode. But don't close the damn rivalry before WrestleMania. Close it at WrestleMania.
Mm.
I would love for that to go to two or three falls.
CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Definitely.
Yeah, because true. Because to be honest, it kind of reminds me like that. Uh, the
Triple H and Austin.
Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Because that one, it's like I like that 2 out of 3 falls because it's like Sheamus really brought out the wrestling out of him that night. And it was like, and they told a great story with the pinfalls, like how they got their victories, right? It was just great storytelling in those 2 out of 3 falls. And the fact that it was Daniel Bryan and Sheamus, right, that were able to tell a good story like that. It's like, imagine CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins. And then these are guys that used to wrestle for an hour, you know?
If it goes to that, I would say the first match should be wrestling. The second match should be no DQ, but it ends in
Mm.
a double fall. Here's how I would do it:
So you want three
just beat
stages of hell.
they would just beat the ever shit out of each other, and then both of them get the same idea because they both are like crawling trying to get up.
Right.
and they both have a chair in front of them. Both
Mm.
grab it, back up, twist, turn, and both of them clock each other with a chair. So they're both out because of it. They both get a fall as a result. So it's a draw, which then leads it to the third fall.
Right.
Um, I don't know. Finish it however has. I wouldn't really care at that point who gets the win. Um,
Triple H comes up to you, says, "Hey, pick a winner. Pick the winner. CM Punk or Seth Rollins." Without knowing the outcome, like, oh, what's gonna lead for them? Just like
I would say Seth.
Seth.
As much as I like CM Punk, I would say Seth. But just don't let Seth get a stipulation out of it because if Seth wants a stipulation, he'll be. If I beat him, he has to leave.
Mm. To go to SmackDown. I like that. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Um,
Plus, with the work that Seth's done over the last few years, he's been putting guys
mm.
over. He put Cody Rhodes over. He put who over in 2023?
But here, this is what I had in mind. For this one, for Raw is have CM Punk go over, right? Uh, obviously, I unless they could, I'm pretty sure Adam Pearce will probably announce like, "Hey, no interference," right? Hopefully, he does that for this match, right? And without Drew McIntyre interfering, um, I will have CM Punk win, and then have him go to the Royal Rumble to face Gunther because it's like I beat you, you're done, right? I'm gonna focus on the world title. You focus at the Royal Rumble. CM Punk beats Gunther either at the Royal Rumble or at the Elimination Chamber, and then kind of saves that victory. And then Gunther could do something else at WrestleMania, but obviously on the way to WrestleMania, he's trying to win back his world title from CM Punk. And then CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and then that's where Seth Rollins wins CM Punk back the world
What
title.
What if it's Ludwig that costs him the title?
Oh snap! What if he's the final? He does that. Batista and Triple H, they have a moment. GTS on Gunther, one, two, three, and then Kaiser is in the corner, tries to get back up, and then he goes back down.
No. I mean, what if Ludwig Kaiser is the one that costs him the title because he hasn't been the same ring and all that he was known for.
Mmm.
He's been getting a little soft.
Yeah, he
And
is.
then Ludwig starts to say, I became soft because of that. I used to be as dominant as you.
Right.
You made
You.
me turn on my brother.
Oh snap! Oh damn! I totally forgot about that guy. Damn. And then and look at us now, or look at them now.
Yeah, look at us now. Look where
Yeah.
we're at. You're barely holding on to a title. You were
Right.
the most dominant intercontinental champion. And now look at you.
Yeah. Cause and I like that. I like that. That's a nice twist. Cause well, I like that if it happens at the Royal Rumble. My version is what I said is for the Elimination Chamber, but if he was gonna like seriously like screw him, like
Well,
cost
because
him the title, I would do it at the Royal Rumble.
it would have to be that Gunther loses at the world title at the Rumble. It would have to be that Ludwig costs him the title at Elimination Chamber because that's where he would get his
Oh,
rematch, setting them up for WrestleMania.
right. And then that helps out their match because after the Elimination Chamber, he's still gonna go after the world title, and then Kaiser's just
Then
gonna keep screwing
and
him.
they're going to be moving so many people to Raw. Put At that point, put Gunther back on SmackDown to go after the United States Championship, to
Mm,
go after whatever. Have Ludwig go after the Speed Championship for a while. Have him, build up on all these house shows, all these dark matches,
right,
um, and then have them rival over the U.S. title at some point.
right. I like that. Um, yeah, and then but the other thing is if Seth Rollins goes over, the only way I could see him going over is with Drew McIntyre helping Seth, and it'd be
Mhm.
funny to see him kind of turn like, "Hey man, I didn't need your help. What are you doing?" And then they start having a little
That's the
thing,
second time you got involved in my match.
right? So, and then we also need to get a triple threat match. Also, I would like to see that happen.
Well, that
But
all depends on what happens with the bloodline because you already see that Drew McIntyre is going after. He's becoming a hitman. He's going after all
mm,
the bloodline members, including he even said to Solo on SmackDown, "You're not, you're nobody's, you're not out of my way. As soon as I'm done with them, I'm coming after you.
damn.
Say, I'm not forgiving you for what you did to me at Clash of the Champions.
Oh
You embarrassed
yeah.
me, you embarrassed me in my home country."
Yes. Damn, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot
What
about
I
that.
wish I wish they would have teased a little bit the Jacob and Drew. I wish Jacob would have kind of stepped up after that, so it would have teased a little tension between the two fucking big ass,
Right.
monsters. But
Damn.
that's more to look forward to. Now we got to talk about the tribal combat match.
Man, I'm not excited for that one.
The only thing we're gonna let's be honest. The only thing that we're excited for is just waiting for the Rock to come back.
Yeah, he has to
There,
come back.
you cannot do that and not have the Rock come back for the first night on Netflix.
Me and Ever were talking about it on the last episode, saying that the reason why we're both not excited for it is because Roman already beat Solo twice. Yes, they were tag team matches, but you still beat him twice. And now Solo needs to get a win over this. And then if he doesn't, then it's like, all right, The Rock better make his return and we better get Rock versus Roman. And if he, I don't know. I just feel like there's no really I think my issue is why didn't Roman didn't go through the whole bloodline? Why are they just like here we're giving this match away on Netflix? He never faced Jacob, you know. I don't
Because
know.
then you would expose his fatigue. Remember, the guy is limited on air. The guy is like Batista. If only, the only difference is at least Batista had asthma as his excuse.
Yeah.
Roman's just not that guy.
Mm,
Everybody has to carry his ass in the ring. That's
yeah.
why his longest matches are always usually with tag team partners or only at WrestleMania.
He's like, is he so what? Does he wrestle like Triple H then? Or does he wrestle more
Triple H
like
could run. More
yeah,
like Batista.
Batista? Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Um, who do you think is gonna go over for that one?
Like you said, I think at this point Solo needs to get the win over. Um, he's protected still because nobody's kicked out of his finisher.
That's true.
So the first night it's going to be a kick out. It's got to be at WrestleMania. We can't waste it on a debut of Netflix. If it's not going to happen at the Rumble, it's got to happen at WrestleMania.
Can you imagine if Roman kicks out to it?
Which now makes me think that at some at some point before WrestleMania, there's going to be a multi-man for the World Championship, whether it's at the Rumble
Mhm.
or it's at the Elimination Chamber. I think the WWE title will be defended in the Elimination Chamber match. I don't think the World Heavyweight title will be.
You don't think both titles will be on the line?
No, I think the WWE title will be where the Rumble winner goes to again,
Hmm.
unless like you said, unless CM Punk wins the world title, then yes, we might see Seth Rollins win the Rumble as a result. Um, but I think the Raw, if that's not the case, I think the Raw Championship might be the one that gets the Rumble, not the Rumble, the main event winner.
Now, going forward with the Netflix Raw, I don't know if you heard, but they said that going forward, if WWE said like basically has a show um, overseas, whatever, no matter what time or day, it's always going to be live. And obviously, you could always just watch the replay
Right.
the next day or whatever. So even if they're gonna go overseas and you know, in our time and the show says and our shows at 2 a.m., they're gonna air the show at 2 a.m.
Well,
So
they're trying to get probably more viewerships overseas. I think that's the whole point.
right,
Uh,
which is pretty
to kind of get.
cool.
Mm. I mean, it worked for New Japan for a good while.
Right.
It was at the peak of the Bullet Club thing. After the
Yes,
Bullet
for
Club died
sure.
out, after the Bullet Club died out, they didn't get that same amount of viewers as they did in the past. They still get good numbers. It's just like it's not. It was a nice fade, a nice fad while it lasted for them.
Mm. So I got a this or that. So this one is which one would you rather? How does this go? Uh oh. So which match would you pick for Kevin Owens to win his first WWE title match? Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton or Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn? So Kevin Owens winning his first ever WWE title. Which one would you rather see him take the title away from, Randy Orton or Sami Zayn? Or it could even
Randy
be
Orton.
like a vacate. Randy
Randy
Orton.
Orton.
Will you say that with this feud going on right now?
Yeah,
How would you want that?
straight ass kicking. That's it. I mean,
Straight ass kicking. Just Randy Orton being champion, Kevin Owens being the one to take the title away from him. Is there a certain pay-per-view? Or is it just straight up WrestleMania?
nothing specific. I think that could be at any kind of PLE.
PLE. Would it be like a first time straight, like kind of like Ginger Mahal versus Randy Orton? Kind of like a first time match, or would you build
Maybe the
it
second,
up?
maybe like the second one, just so Randy could retain at least once.
Okay. Oh, so you wouldn't. So if it was like right now, if Randy, let's just say Randy Orton takes the title away from Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble, you're saying like go ahead after his rematch with Cody Rhodes. You're saying like go straight with Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
Okay, but that's obviously because of the story, obviously.
right. And then as soon as have Kevin Owens win the title afterwards. Don't even do another pay per view after that. Just have Randy want to get his rematch the first SmackDown or Raw right afterwards, just so that Kevin can retain,
Hmm.
and then have Sami Zayn be the first one to challenge him afterwards.
You know,
Right, but you do it this way. You come and have Sami Zayn be the first one to go out there and congratulate him. But Kevin Owens is not happy because he's not going to forget that Sammy joined
right,
the bloodline. Sammy turned his back on him by aligning himself with Roman Reigns.
right.
Did you not forget the Royal Rumble? Did you not forget everything that I taught you? Everything we've been through. You and I main evented WrestleMania. We beat the bloodline. And then you go crawling back to them. How do you think that makes me feel?
Exactly. I know Kevin Owens hurt Sami Zayn in the
Sammy could always
past.
throw Sami Zayn could always throw NXT back at his face.
Right. But the thing is that's because he was champion. I did it for the title. It wasn't personal. You're the champion. And it was the same day it was the debut of Kevin Owens, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah, he's trying to
And
make a name for himself, but he did it
yeah,
at an expense of the championship celebration.
yeah. So Sami Zayn could do the same thing. But would it work if Sami
But
Zayn turned
Sami
heel
Zayn
though?
wouldn't do the same. The thing is that Sami Zayn is a good baby face right now. So for him to say it that way would be a dick move.
But what
He
if what
only
if
has
he what if he joins with Solo? He could join Solo after that.
Sami Zayn.
Yes, Sami Zayn and
Sam-
Solo used to team up a bit.
Yeah, because he was trying to get him to the bloodline, not for
Shit, I read
you got you
it.
got you got to be in canon when you do these kind of things, dude. You can't just like go off script on things that don't line up with the story.
Yeah, you can.
Don't be like the
Yeah, you
WWE
can.
producers. Don't be like the WWE producers that I don't know or make a hand be born out of May Young, right?
That was like 20 years ago. And yes, you can. If they could make Hornswoggle work, you can make anything work in WWE. So, and who else did they try to pull? Santino Marella. So let's not forget about him. He almost main evented WrestleMania 28, World Heavyweight Champion.
27,
That was 28.
27,
What you
2011. 28
for?
was 2012.
Yeah, that was the one that he Santino could have been world champion.
2011, dude. 2011 is when it happened.
For what?
2012 is WrestleMania 28. 2011 is when he was the last one. If you're talking about the Elimination Chamber, that's one thing. I'm
Yeah,
talking
no,
about the
yeah, the
Rumble.
Elimination Chamber. That's why I said World
I'm talking
Heavyweight
about
Champion.
yeah, but I'm talking
That
about the Rumble when he almost eliminated Alberto.
Oh yeah, well if that was the case, then I would have said that he could have main evented WrestleMania. That then yeah, that's the one. So Santino should have won that
Yeah, but
Royal
then all he had to
Rumble.
do was yeah, with Adam's bad neck, all he had to do was just hit him with the Cobra in the back of the neck and win the world title there.
Hey, oh damn, right there, exactly. What a retirement match for him. I mean, why not? The Miz was in the main event, right?
Man, if you're gonna make the Cobra seem powerful, I would say, hey, my Cobra's so powerful it paralyzed Adam Copeland.
No, damn. Oh snap.
Now he
Yo,
knows. Now he knows what it feels like to be.
damn.
What's that scientist dude's name?
What scientist?
The scientist that's trapped to the chair, the one that's a robot,
Trapped in the robot.
trapped as a robot. He's on a chair. Stephen Hawking.
Oh, him. Oh, snap, bro. I don't know. You know, when you said that, I was thinking about Xavier Wood. Not Xavier Wood. Professor Xavier.
Uh,
Yeah.
or
When you said the
or who
wheelchair.
else? Or Christopher Reeves. Now you know what it feels like to be Superman,
Oh, snap.
strapped to a chair.
Yeah, that's Andre the Savage, ladies and gentlemen. So, but I was speaking of WrestleMania. I was looking back at WrestleMania 38, and man, bro, so many possibilities that could have happened that night. And one of them, I'm kind of curious of what you think of this. So, Triple H was asked from his father-in-law saying, "Hey, WrestleMania 38, it's gonna be a big night. We're still gonna continue 2 nights. Uh, I need you to wrestle. Pick anybody." And then Triple H said, I'm good." And he said, "No, just we're gonna do like a big deal for you. Maybe we'll have this be your last match. Just pick anybody, right? And we'll make it work." Triple H said he was gonna think about it. And once he said okay, he considered it. I think either before working out or something. I don't know if he got checked out allegedly. I don't know the timing of that part, but then that's when he started having issues. Some people said that it was during training, and it was a good thing that his father-in-law said, "Hey, we want you for one more match," basically, because that training is what said, "Hey, something's not right," and led him to the doctors and got surgery and everything. So everything worked
That's why he
out
hung
for
up his
him.
boots in that. Yeah, that's why he had that segment where he hung up his boots.
Right. So rumor has it that nobody knows that who Triple H was gonna be facing. Some say that, well, could the possibility could have been Triple H to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 38 instead of Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins was supposed to be in the WWE title picture um, against Roman Reigns or for the Universal Championship, but he was also supposed to be in a feud with Kevin Owens for the WWE title at WrestleMania Night 1. So if Triple H was still an active wrestler, would you like to see Triple H versus Cody Rhodes? Do you think that would have been a possibility? Do you think that we would have still gotten the three trinities, or would it just been a one-time thing? Because the story itself, if Triple H say, "Hey, I'm doing an open challenge at WrestleMania," and Cody Rhodes shows up, I think that would have been insane and way better than the Seth Rollins trying to get a match, begging via VKM to get a match at WrestleMania, and he's like, "Oh, you want a match at WrestleMania? I got it. I'll find somebody for you." And then he, instead of looking in the locker room, he went outside of the locker room and got Cody Rhodes. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Uh, at that point, I think I would have still saved it for later time, but I would have at least given him a segment because you want to make sure that Triple H is in full wrestling uh, stamina. You want to make sure he's in full like even if it's one last match. Um, but what you could have done, you could have had a segment that led to Cody versus Seth,
Right.
meaning Triple H sicking Seth onto Cody. Um, and then eventually have Triple H maybe be one of the guys that Cody would have had to face before going to WrestleMania or whatever, just so that that sledgehammer moment, just so that that little tension can have more meat. You want to really build something like that. You want to really milk something
Oh,
like
so
that.
you're saying that
You
that
want to really throw stones at that glass house.
mm,
You really want to like make them hate each other and believe it.
right.
You don't want to just, oh, it's just a match, just a that that's kind of what helped out for Seth and Cody, but at least it built up a story. But the thing with Cody and Triple H is we already had the dirt sheets speak about this stuff for a long time.
Right.
We had him leaving and going to the Bullet Club. We had him create his own wrestling organization. We had him be involved all in.
Right.
That was like a big ass
That
fuck you
yeah,
WWE at the time.
that was a big jump for him, for everybody at that point. Cody Rhodes is the only one who
He
took
got
actual
he got to
advantage
win
of it.
he got to win the meaningful world title that Triple H never got to hold. That Triple H was a bigger fan of than the WWE. Triple H was an NWA fan. Remember that?
Right. Oh, damn, he was?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, duh.
he was a Ric
Obviously.
Flair fan. He
Yeah,
wasn't a
duh.
Hogan fan. He was a Flair fan.
Yeah, it's a oh yeah. Ah, damn. So I
So
see what you're trying to say.
you tease that more to the point where you have Cody show up to the WWE with the 10 pounds of gold,
Mm,
and you throw that into the rivalry with Triple H of I got to win this, even
right.
though it was only once. I held the belt you wanted that you never got to touch, that your mentor held, that my father held. And now the only one I want to add to my collection is the belt that you held that your father in law stripped from my father.
See, I like that, but that would not work at that year. Would that work at this year? Like this time and era? Obviously, yeah. At that time, that I like that, but it would not work.
I'm wondering
Yeah.
if that's why they teased the whole tension between Kevin Owens and Triple H because because the rumor is I suppose he's trying to see if he can have a part-time run.
Mm.
But
I
if he's
would
gonna be doing that, how's he gonna be able to be in Gorilla if he's gonna be doing that? I mean, I know Vince did it, but
right. Who? Yeah. Who? I don't think he'll do it though. I don't think he'll come back.
I mean
Maybe he will.
he
Maybe he'll
still has
do
to be
like
medically cleared.
yeah. You know what he could do is I don't know if you ever watched this match. It was the King of Wrestling's Jeff Jarrett, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy. and Randy Savage, but Randy Savage showed up in like the last 2 minutes of the match.
Yeah,
Like Triple H could do something like that.
yeah, but you don't want to see. I mean, Randy was stumbling too, man, going to the ring and then
Right.
trying to do moves.
But I
I don't
wouldn't
want
do
to.
a build up though. I would have done like a 3-on-3, right? And then let's just say I wouldn't know somebody is taken out, and it's like, oh, now it's 2-on-3, and then Triple H comes in at the last minute and then just cleans house. If obviously he's healthy enough to do that, that's what I would like to see. I would not. He doesn't need to start from the as soon as that bell rings, especially
No,
if it's just trying to do the story.
but if he's never ever medically cleared, all he has to ever do is just show up during the match and just hit him with a sledgehammer. That's
Yeah,
to be more symbolic. That'll be more symbolic.
that's true. Yeah, I would rather see that. He doesn't actually have to do a wrestling move.
Or hey, what if they even replace the belt that Cody has, and the symbolism Triple H does is he grabs Cody's title, puts it on the announcer's table, and then just smashes the shit out of it with the sledgehammer.
The old school one or the new one?
Current one
Oh,
to
so
replace in order to replace that image,
uh-huh.
that version, they just takes the title away from Cody, puts it on the announcer's table, and just smashes it.
Mm. So for what to use that title or just for Triple H to turn on Cody or both?
Symbolism,
Oh,
symbolism.
hmm.
Before eventually the new replica that it takes over that belt, gets introduced.
Yeah, because I heard they're getting a new WWE title. That's why they didn't change it when they brought in the new world titles. I will say I'm surprised that the United States Championship is still going, and it's the only title that's still in WCW. You would think by now they would bring back a ECW title, and
Or a television title.
yeah, and then WCW and what's it called, ECW both had one, so they could have just bring back one of those and be like, this is where it's gonna continue the legacy of this title, so that way we could bring back legends and honor them and induct them to the Hall of Fame. So, but that's cool. All right. Anything else you want to say?
Nothing, man. I mean, it's kind of hard to have much more predictions for all of 2025.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that these things happen within the next year and a half. That we see CM Punk finally have a main event moment at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I agree
we
with
see
that.
we see we see Finn Balor get a world championship run, a strong run, drop the Judgment Day, and start the Balor Club again.
Yes, for sure.
You started with JD, and then you start trying to recruit
The Good
either
Brothers.
whether it's old members or new members to take over, especially if Anderson's not getting any better. Find somebody to replace Gallows and Anderson if you have to. And
Who would replace them?
Viking Raiders, or
The New
or
Day.
or DIY.
Oh, yes. Yes, bro. Hell yeah.
DIY, JD, and Finn Balor as the Balor Club.
And Hard Truth. You know he's gonna add himself to the group.
It's either that or you add some monster that you need.
Bet. Oh, bro. I was thinking about Bronson Reed joining the group because Bronson Reed, I feel like he would have been a great person to break away from the group and then have Bronson Reed versus Finn Balor, like in the future.
Mm-hmm.
That I was hoping for that. That's what I would have done.
As far as the women, I think at some point Charlotte is going to come back and win one of the women's world titles. Um, I want to see Raquel be one of the next women's intercontinental champions after the first three, maybe.
I
Um,
could see that happening, especially if Liv Morgan is still champion.
right now, I'm sad to see that they're still doing the same crap with Shinsuke that they did with the first two U.S. title runs. They're not doing nothing with him.
Right.
Yes, yeah. He's got the rivalry with LA Knight at least. But once you're done with that, what are you going to do next?
Right.
You have a select guys they can go after. Andrade,
Oh yeah, that would be
Apollo
nice.
Crews.
AJ
You
Styles if he comes back and he turns face. He did
know,
came back and he was gonna. Who was he supposed to face? Carmelo Hayes, right?
yeah. One more
So
thing I gotta mention: the whole Ray Phoenix thing is still kind of bogus, man. Tony Khan, Eric Bischoff called him out on it, saying how he's holding him prisoner by trying to continue to extend his contract.
yeah, just he's being pretty.
He's gonna have to get a lawyer involved.
If he has the money for that, and then plus that could still take time as well. So how long is Do you know how long is the extension?
They're just counting all the injured time off,
Mm.
all of it.
So is it more than a year then?
Well, he's been with AEW what since 2021?
Yeah.
For the last 3 years. You got to add up all the months that he missed out on. All the
Yeah,
time in between the last 3 years.
that's crazy. And then
But we obviously see that
they never resigned, did they? I thought they resigned.
no, he didn't
Not
resign.
okay. So this is still the first
So
contract from
what?
the
So
first
what
time.
Tony Khan is? So what Tony Khan is doing is adding in the time that he didn't serve because he was injured.
Mm.
So he's making him.
Just basically wait.
He's extending the contract on him the same way Vince did to Rey Mysterio
Right.
when Rey wanted to leave. That's what Tony Khan is doing to Rey Phoenix right now.
It's
But in the
crazy.
meantime, I'm wondering if you're going to see a Rey versus Dom 3 with Penta Zero involved this time.
So what, like a tag team match or
just so
just
that just so that Dom can win back over his dad at Mania.
oh
Something
yeah.
for Dom to do after he leaves the Judgment
Cero Miedo. That would be cool.
Day. Said,
Panda what is he gonna be named? That's the thing. We'll find out on Raw. Netflix
I'm
when he
telling you,
makes his debut.
I could just see it. I could just see it. I want to see this. R-Truth go, La Parca, is that you? Damn,
La
dog, you look so
Parca.
different.
But I don't think he ever met. No, well, have they ever met? But he could be a fan.
Yeah, he did when they were in TNA
Oh yeah,
back in the
yeah, that's
old
right. Oh
TNA.
yeah, 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 yeah. Damn. Who else could he say? Could that be?
Damn, Psychosis be looking.
Like
Ray,
psychosis.
Ray, you got taller.
Ray got taller. Ray, you got more tattoos on you, Ray. Dark Ray Mysterio. Or that could be, or he could confuse him with Dominic. So, all right, man. Well, I guess this wraps up this episode. Andre, appreciate you joining us. Uh, I guess the next time you be on is gonna be Royal Rumble predictions. I guess maybe I don't know. This is pre-tape. I don't know what's
We'll
going
see what
on.
the next year brings us, man.
We'll see. Yeah, because next year is gonna be pretty crazy with recording and all that. Because I'm doing an award show as well. We gotta add up the polls and everything that happened last year, favorite matches. So
And then let's see when the WWE finally comes back to Chicago. Right now, there's nothing on plan for dates. So,
no,
and the way that the weeks are leading up to Mania, it looks like it's a lot of overseas events.
yeah,
So,
oh yeah, because I found out why I said mentioned it in the last episode. It's because it's the John Cena last tour. That's why.
we
Because
might get like a summer, fall.
yeah.
If we don't get a Raw and SmackDown, I'm predicting we're gonna get a PLE before the year ends in 2025 in Chicago,
I
TL
was
Stadium.
hoping for one. At least a Saturday night main event would be nice. There's a chance that we may get that. But there are also rumors that WrestleMania 42 may be Indiana. So that way it makes up for them being on tour basically overseas for the show. So there is a rumor for that, and in that they're considering 40 WrestleMania 43 um either a UK show, and I forgot where. I think a Texas. I don't know if it was Texas. I think they're considering Texas, not like saying Dallas. It could be our, but it's somewhere in Texas, and a UK show. So, and then and I feel like they're doing a Texas is because of what's it called, All In. AEW is doing All in Texas, in 2025. So I feel like that's why they're gonna where they got the rumor and all that. So there could be wherever they're doing All In. There's a chance WWE may go there because
They
they
haven't been
are.
to the Astro. They haven't been to the Astrodome in a while. We can always go back there again.
Which one is that one?
Astrodome, Houston,
Master Stone, Houston. Did they been? What was the event?
WrestleMania 17.
17. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Ooh, damn. Oh yeah, because that would be the anniversary. Would that be the? Yeah, that would be the anniversary. That will mark 20 years. Would it? No, 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 no. That was
20
uh
years would have been 2021.
oh, so not year wise, but just WrestleMania. Would that? No, right? That's 17. Year wise. No, never mind. Damn. Shit. Hold on. Let me open up some windows then. It's a hot box episode right here. So, but no, but I like that. I like that. Going back there. If they do go back there, who would be the main event? Rather if it's WrestleMania 42 or 43.
Just gotta have Stone Cold as one of the special guest referees.
Yeah. I like that. That'd be cool. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And then as the champion is celebrating, he toasts a beer with them before he stunners him.
Yeah, and then and it sucks because he's already been inducted to the Hall of Fame. Same with The Undertaker
Yep. And Booker T.
and Booker T.
And Mark Henry. So you don't got any Houston boys left.
No, fortunately, not much left. But all
Nope.
right, this wraps up this episode. Appreciate Andre the Savage, and we are out. All right, well, this will be it for this episode. I appreciate everyone who tuned in, made it this far on this episode. IAN is who I am. A storyteller is who I'm trying to be. And if you're feeling so high in joy, give me a holla. But since we can't hear you ever, I don't want to botch it this time. How about you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ever El Minestro. They can hit that 5-star podcast review and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Share us on social media. Until next time, we'll see ya.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's ever.
Happy New Year's and happy holidays.
And we are out.